Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Nick from the Lost River Drive-In coming at you tonight to show you some of my most prized possessions from my Halloween collection. I did a poll on my community page on YouTube, and I had you guys vote for a topic for this video, whether it be my most prized possessions in my collection or horror movies that deserve a second chance. Although it was closer than I expected, the prized possessions won, but I will let you guys know the video for horror movies that deserve a second chance will be the second video of this week. So I decided I'm gonna do both because it's two topics that I really wanted to talk about. So I thought, why, short myself and short the people that voted for that, and we'll just do both. Really quick before I show off the Halloween collection items, there are two items that I just thought were really cool from my DVD and Blu-ray collection that I wanted to show really quick because I would consider them some of my prized possessions as well. There are more, but I didn't want to get in the weeds with that, so I just grabbed a few that caught my eye. One of them being House of a Thousand Corpses by Rob Zombie. The reason I grabbed this one is because, and no, that's not damaged. That is like how it came. It's supposed to look that way. The reason I show this one is because it's your like fold out cardboard case type deal, and it's got super cool art in there, not just a standard DVD release, which I thought was really cool. And it actually came with a bunch of photos that I used to have plastered all over my bedroom wall. Obviously, I didn't survive one of the moves, but I always thought this edition was really cool. And then another edition of something that I think is just really cool that I bought at a place called Second and Charles is the Hannibal Lecter anthology on DVD. And I just like that it has its own box, and it's Hannibal and Silence of the Lambs. It was a couple bucks. I think it was like $5, and I just thought it looked really cool, and it's something that I hadn't seen a lot. I mean, depending on the area you guys live in or what stores you shop at, maybe you have seen it a lot, but I had never seen it, so I picked it up, thought it was cool. So let's get right into my most prized possessions, rare items, and favorite items from my Halloween collection. If you guys have seen my Halloween collection video in its entirety, then you've seen all of these, but some of them, when you do a collection video like that, you have to bypass some of the minute details on them, and I really wanted to go over the more unique ones and my favorite ones and just kind of give you guys more of an in-depth look. And the first is the Blockbuster exclusive Halloween Trilogy box set. And this is the first three films on VHS. And first of all, I got this on eBay years ago. It was used, so it is a little beat up. That is not by me. It's a Good Times release. And I always just thought this was super cool. You open it and these three slide out and you've got the Blockbuster Presents John Carpenter's Halloween. I love that art. I really do. Really dig that art. And you've got the Good Times VHS of Halloween 2. This has a little bit of damage to it, but I love that artwork. I just thought that always was so cheesy and sci-fi and 80s horror. I love it. And then you've got Halloween 3, Good Times VHS. This is also in fantastic condition. And I just always thought that this set was super cool. And I feel like I've never really seen many people talk about it. The fact that you get the Blockbuster Presents Halloween, that's actually a pretty, I don't know if I'd say super rare, but it's a pretty rare edition of the original Halloween on VHS. So I always thought the inclusion of it in this box set was super cool. And then we move on to the Mca Universal Halloween 2 VHS. How I obtained this was actually really cool. I had an old boss that I was at his house one day years and years ago, and I saw it on the shelf, and I said, it's a little worn. It was off his movie shelf, and I said, hey, dude, that's awesome. Like, I've never seen the Mca Universal VHS of Halloween 2. And he was like, do you want it? And I was like, duh. So that's how I came about acquiring this edition. I've just always liked the idea of having the Good Times release and the Mca Universal release. Next edition is going to be one that my buddy Christian would call the Snappa case. Got that Louisiana flair, and that is the Halloween 2. Good Times VHS. DVD. Yeah, I got that Halloween 6 art. I'll never understand that. They call it the Snapper because snap, and there's just really cool in there. I've always really dug this edition. I got it for like not even $1 years ago on eBay, I think. I just always thought it was a super cool edition to have. Very retro looking. Then we come to the Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers UK DVD release. And I've always just dug how cheesy and unofficial this art looks. I don't know why, but like, look at that. It's just so cheesy and unofficial looking, but I really enjoy it. It's also interesting to have without the Roman numerals. You know, you just have the number 5. I've always dug this cheesy edition of Halloween 5. And then another Halloween 5 edition, Anchor Bay DVD. Not the Divimax. This is the first edition. And why is this on my list of prized possessions of my Halloween collection? Well, love me a chapter insert, but this is the one that slides out and you have like talking about the making of the movie and all that kind of stuff, behind the scenes photos and whatnot. And I really always dug that little informative blurb. Halloween 5 Anchor Bay DVD. Now this one is a holy grail for a lot of Halloween fans, and that is the Halloween 6 Producer's Cut Bootleg. Yes, the bootlegs that they used to charge you out the ass for, and they knew they could because everybody wanted to see the Producer's Cut. And the only way you could see the Producer's Cut at the time was bootleg footage. So people would compile the super grainy, terrible footage and put it together on a disc. And you could buy it for like $50 on eBay. Now, the coolest thing about this edition is they compiled a bunch of behind the scenes videos and photos and press interviews and whatnot and put it into special features, which I thought was so cool because up to this point, you didn't have Halloween 6 special features. Now, I will never go back and watch this edition for obvious reasons, quality-wise, of course, but it's super nostalgic for me. I mean, look at this. Look at this printed on disc art. It's like a Michael Myers action figure. This was the first look I got at what Halloween 6 was supposed to be. And in my opinion, I find the theatrical cut superior. And I just think that's because the producer's cut, they didn't really know what they wanted to do entirely. They had a lot of interesting ideas, but they didn't really know how to cap them off. So it does feel very incomplete. But it's just super cool to have this old bootleg and remember those years. So if you guys have a bootleg of Halloween 6, let me know which ones you got, what you think of it. And then another edition of Halloween 6, and this is my favorite edition of Halloween 6 I own. Oh my God. And that is the Walmart exclusive Halloween 6 Blu-ray. And the reason is because obviously you have that supposed to look like a VHS. Just so retro looking. And Walmart actually did a string of these for multiple movies. They had like an end cap of it one year. And there was a couple I wanted to get, and I haven't been able to find it since. You know, the slipcover comes off and it's just the unrated producer's cut on Blu-ray. Still in the wrapping. I'm not going to take it out because I have this standalone edition. And I knew it was the unrated producer's cut, but I just had to have it for that art and that art alone. It was only $5, but it's just a super cool edition of Halloween 6. I've always absolutely loved this edition. Yeah, you know, sometimes the simplest things are the best things. So, and then we come to some Halloween 2 Rob Zombie editions. And this first is the German DVD. And I always thought, I said in my Halloween collection video as well, for whatever reason, I feel like some of these foreign releases, they just do the art so much better than in the US sometimes. And I don't get it. But it's a case that slides through the side and it's the same art on the inside. And then you've got disc art in there. And I love this edition. I thought it was super cool. You know, I don't know what it is about it that stands out to me. And as I've been shamed many times before by a couple of my buddies, I don't have a region-free player yet, so I haven't even been able to watch it. But I just thought it looked super pleasing to the eye, and I love the movie, so I was definitely on board with getting an edition like this. I think it's a hidden gem for me. Then another one is actually Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2, but it's the theatrical editions on Blu-ray because you cannot get the theatrical editions on Blu-ray in the United States. So this is the Alliance double feature, and Alliance is a Canadian company. So you can buy this on Amazon. And that's where I bought it. If you prefer the theatrical editions of his movies, which I do with the ending of Halloween 2, and I prefer the theatrical breakout scene in Halloween, you know, you can't get these in the States. So if you want to get the theatrical editions of these movies on Blu-ray, you've got to order it online, and this is from Canada. And then my favorite thing in the collection, aside from the complete collection, guys, I want to say really quick, I'm not going to be showing off the 15-disc complete collection box set. You guys have seen me talk about that. I've been thinking about doing a video going in depth with that box set. I might do that depending on the demand for it, but I'm not going to do that right now. Obviously, that is a prized possession, the prized possession in my collection, but coming in right behind it is an edition I've talked about many times, and that's Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 German Blu-ray. First of all, you've got like a matte black finish to it, very sleek looking, fantastic art on the back, and some different special features too on this that weren't on the US version. So again, I need a region-free player. Black Blu-ray case, open it up, and you get that art from Michael in the Shack, the 2 postcards that came with it, which I obviously will never use. 1, because I've never used a postcard, and 2, because, come on, are you kidding me? Never gonna use these. And then there's the disc art. Yeah, this edition was $40, I believe. I bought it on Amazon. I love this edition. I love this edition. I cannot wait to get a region-free player and watch this cut of the movie and some of the, or the transfer of the movie and some of the special features, because I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Have been for a while. And then the final thing I want to talk about in the collection, prized possessions, this is a box set I will show, and that is the 30th Anniversary Commemorative Set. I've had this set for over 10 years, so it's definitely... it's definitely getting up there in age, and it's getting a little worn. And the reason I show this is because now also with the tin cans, and I've shown the tin cans before of Halloween 4 and 5, being limited in number, it's, there's not a ton of these around. There's 20,000. I got 12,306. And at the time, this was like, the go-to for Halloween fans. We didn't have a complete collection set yet. And there was one in the UK, which was Halloween's 1 through Resurrection, but you couldn't get one in the States. You've got Halloween DVD, Halloween on Blu-ray, Halloween the TV cut, disc 1 of 25 Years of Terror, Halloween 4, and Halloween 5 on DVD. And those are the Anchor Bay Divimax editions. So yeah, and this, at the time, this was like the go-to edition for a Halloween fan if you wanted a box set for Halloween, because we didn't have a complete collection set yet. So this was it. I loved this edition when it came out, and I'm really proud to still own it. I know it's not gonna last forever with the mask and everything, but that's okay. Just a really cool edition. When I say it's kind of rare, not only is it limited to 20,000, but one of the guys that helped design it, and everybody knows, Sean Clark, he didn't even get one. He was super bummed about that, and I was talking to him about that in my video with him. So it's not like it's super easily accessible. So, just nice to have that. But that is some of my prized possessions, some of the most rare items that I have in my Halloween collection. I have plenty of t-shirts, plenty of posters, the Myers tombstone, like plenty of little trinkets all around the house. But when it comes to physical media, film releases, that's what I wanted to show. You guys voted on it, and I wanted to give you guys what you wanted. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that seeing some of these editions and getting more of a close look at them and a little bit of talk about each edition was better than just the quick through the, glance through the complete collection. Again, like I said, I'm going to be doing a video on horror movies that deserve a second chance. That'll be this week's second video. That's going to do it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. Please leave a like, leave a comment, discuss what you think, and if you have these editions, let me know editions that I don't have that you think are cool or rare. And check us out on Patreon. So this is Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. I'm pulling out.